Hello. Welcome into a little rather late night talking newsletter number 5. Well, my feelings were to drop on now because there's quite a lot of stuff going on over the weekend, and I wanted to touch base with you before all that goes on, because once we get into next week, there's some more cool stuff to share. So also, I'm a little bit kind of cheered up because I've been on a call with the Infinity Wave woman. Beautiful energy, Hope Fitzgerald. She's come into Chi Time, and it was such a beautiful conversation, because those of you that know me know that one of my most favorite Qigong moves is this figure of eight. Figure of eight. It's been at my practice right from the get-go, and it's found its way into Reiki healings, into calming myself when my son was a teenager, into being a go-to internal energy flow that keeps me steady on the inside, to being able to commune with the cosmos and deep to the center of the earth, and then when Pam Gregory was the person that introduced me to Hope Fitzgerald and the work that she's done with the Infinity Wave, and it was like meeting a kindred spirit, and how it all opened up for her. And anyway, it's going to come out next week. I'll pop it up on Chi Time for you there. So with that kind of joyous energy, because that piece about, coming out of duality. So it's said to be a 10D, a 10-dimensional flow that's encouraging us to harmonize all the disparities that we have and connect and be in a more harmonious state and come into deeper levels of love and compassion. And what was interesting, she was speaking to that it's not an emotional place. It's like an exquisite kind of crystalline, like, space of that we're just getting a little glimpse of now. And we were having fun with it too, because that to me, that brings me into joy and sharing and wanting to dance. But I thought that was a little inappropriate for a Chi Time show, but I think I might have mentioned it. But anyway, you may have noticed that this is a slightly different colour, because while I was on a call with one of my clients earlier, I was wearing this snazzy coral cardi, coral cardi. I thought, oh, that looks good against the blue, but my hair was kind of like faded kind of pink. I thought, oh, I could just put a little bit of peach on that. So quite nice, isn't it? Quite like that. So yes, I need to get some purple. No, one step at a time. But talking of the client that I was facilitating for, doing that Akashic record clearing for today, and often around me, I have my crystals and I have my bowls, but I also use Sandy Humby's beautiful Rose Oracle deck. And you'll never guess which one fell out. Well, actually, I had quite a lot of the golden ones out, but this one came out and wanted to play as well. And this is the Abundance Rose. I'm like, oh, hello, old friend, because when I used to house sit for Sandy, this was in, she had them up big in like picture frames, and it was at the end of the bed that I used to stay in. So it's an old friend, this one, and it's beautiful petals. That's how many layers and levels of abundance has come in for you. And this is the topic. This is officially the last call for the Unlock Your Abundance Birthright afternoon session that I'm doing with Sue Stone this weekend in Bournemouth. And so abundance is all around, as I like to say, abundance all areas. I'd love to have a laminate, so what they call it, a lanyard, that's it, with one of them on. But anyway, this rose, right at the bottom of Sandy's beautiful handbook here, it says, this rose asks, are you feeling in abundant flow in your life? Flow, let's say the infinity flow there. If not, where are the patterns and stories that create blocks in this expression for you? Exactly. So flow always wants to happen. And that idea of water and the infinity flow, let me show you the... prepared this earlier. You can tell this is, I'm just doing this off the cuff for you now. This is the infinity flow that she's seen it as, and this is the pictorial representation. So it's very much linked to the water element. And she was saying that the flow like expands and condenses. It condenses, it comes into the middle. And sometimes we can feel this bottleneck occurring as we're coming into the middle before it then expands back out again. And I just thought, yeah, this is so like our lives, we often think we're getting stuck and stagnant, and we're like, oh my God, I'm in the dark night of the soul again. But you know what? You're still in the flow. It's just that the flow might have slowed down to that, as she refers to it, as being a peduncle, at the base of a rose, actually, before a rose, it's that burst of energy that then births up through and out and round again. So always remember that even though you feel stuck, the flow is trying to find itself for you. And that's the nature of water. And it's also the nature within us, that with this personal evolution that is going on, that a lot of us are searching to find how we can get more aligned to our purpose. What can we get rid of? What can we remove? And particularly around this topic of abundance and prosperity, and removing the vestiges of like poverty consciousness, scarcity and lack, when you know that you've got ancestors that were really struggling, and it's like, oh, I can feel that in my energy field, but it's not mine. This is where the practices that both Sue and I are going to share on Saturday, and I know a lot of you get involved with now as well, along with aligning yourself with the natural abundance that is already within you, and to get all the other stuff out of the way. So we're going to do a combination of things. I'm not going to spill too many beans here, but you can imagine what I'm going to be bringing through. Yeah. And I'm just so thrilled to be working with her. I just think we're going to have a laugh, actually. We've known each other for such a long time, and to find this synergistic link between, her very powerful positive mindset and the neuroscience that she really brings through very, very clearly, no messing, and then following through with some like embodiment exercises, and then going through, I wasn't going to spill too many beans, was I? No, not too many, but you can imagine that there'll be a bit of a clearing going on, definitely, and a writing in what it is you really do want. And that's the thing. What is it you really want? Oh, I want abundance. I want prosperity. Okay. Well, here's a manifestation oath for you. Right. So this is this PDF that I'm going to hand out. No, I'm going to hand it. I'm not going to print it out. I'm going to send it out. And if anybody wants this, just let me know on reply to this. So this is great. And I'm saying here, manifestation oath. So you can find this online as well. It's not just due to what we're doing. But I'm saying, say it out loud with a super high vibe 3 times for effect. And I do this. And I say it with me. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways, from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. And this line, I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. Boom! Ow! And I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me, because yes, you're alive. And as dear Barefoot Stephen would say, you've already got the gift. You've got the gift of life. Come on. It's like, oh, exactly. So if you're in the Bournemouth area and you fancy coming along, and head over to my website, and that's on Sue's website, ournames.com. And there's still a few places left. Would love to see you. But if not, I'm sure that abundance and prosperity are, something that you can align with and move through to and in with, and notice where it already is in your life. And I mean, anyway, I won't go on too much about that, because I have another exciting piece of news, of course, apart from the fact that my son has finished the tour with Elvis and he's now in Madrid. And oh my goodness, I wish I was in Spain right now. But I know it's been a nice day here in Avalon. Not that I got out, but I saw the sky was so blue and the stars are so clear. And I was running the infinity wave before, between me and Ursa Major, before I came just to calm myself down the plough. And you can do that. You can roll that wave, and that when you're balanced and in harmony like this, it brings you into that place in the middle, that sweet spot of attractive brilliance. That prosperity and abundance can then come in, because that is your natural state. Anyway, you can tell I'm excited about this. And what was that other piece of news? Oh, yes. So do you remember on the last couple of emails, I said, save the date? This is May 10/11 in Glastonbury. It's now gone live. Ken Cohen, Qigong Grandmaster's coming over from Denver, Colorado. Although don't think he lives naturally in Denver, but he's flying from Denver over to the UK to teach silk reeling, or coiling silk Qigong, as he calls it, in Glastonbury for that whole weekend. I'm so made up. This is going to be so good. People are booking on already. There's only 20 early bird tickets, so get in there, or let me know you want me to save you one if you know you definitely want one. And he's going to be in Alternatives in London the following weekend doing snake healing Qigongs. I think that's a 3-day workshop. I don't know if I'm going to get to that. I really hope that I can. But, it's all here to help you, help us all as individuals, but also as the community that we are. And so, unity consciousness, here we go. And it's joy and it's fun. And I've got your back, you've got mine. I'm holding your hand and you got my, it's just like all hearts on deck now, because this world needs us to be congruent in as many ways as we can, so that we can walk this into the earth. As I remember, I think it was Wayne Dyer was talking about how when you walk into the world and you're moving, what is the trail, what is the wake that you leave behind you? What is the energy imprint that you leave in the world when you're walking through it? And so on that note, I don't know how many minutes I've done, but I bet that's a sweet 10. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and have a brilliant weekend full of abundance and harmony. And I'll be back with you next week for more of whatever's next. Much love always.